Fuck that tire.
Can I have that tire?
Yeah. It's a little
Got
low.
me a takeoff tire. What's up, guys? My name's Jake. Usually I'm behind the camera doing stuff for Ryan. I do all the YouTube videos, editing, all that stuff. We're gonna do a little how-to today, how to change a tire without a tire machine. A couple simple tools you guys can probably have in your garage or go out and get them. Just a nice 2x4, about 1.5 to 2 feet, size of a small dick. Fairly large C-clamp. This one's 6 inches. Small dick again. Get that from Ryan.
Okay. You gave me a stomach cramp right there.
Back to filming. Anyways, C-clamp. These are just Motion Pro, I believe. Tire levers. I got them at Cycle Gear. Wherever you can find them, they're cheap. They're like 25 bucks, I think. And then just a valve stem puller. I use just Dawn dish soap with water. Just poke a little hole in the top of like a water bottle or something like that. Shake it up. It helps just lubricate the tire when you're doing everything. Hopefully this works. This is a little bit bigger tire. Usually I run about 150s or smaller on my stunt bike, but I'm always swapping tires, burning through tires. So this is an easy way to save money and just do it yourself at home. So
and then you don't have to bring it to our shop. Yeah. Going, hey man, you put this fucking burn up shit box on my bike for me?
Yeah. And most motorcycle shops aren't going to put takeoff tires on your wheels, so don't even try. I'm sure Trent will put these on the website if you guys want to buy them. They're Motion Pro. I don't know if you guys can get them or not, but Trent will put them on the website by the end of this video. So,
all right, instead of standing there watching this film, you want to go put that on the website?
Hey, let me go ahead and I'm gonna go put that shit on the website.
See you later, Trent.
Bye.
This is our friend Cesar. Oh, is it still what?
Oh, I got a message.
put her in there. Turn it a bunch. Hold it when it comes out because it's going to blow a bunch of air and you don't want to lose this thing. You're going to reuse it.
Don't lose it, reuse it.
I put the rotor, or the not the rotor, the pulley or sprocket down first. I always start at the opposite end of the valve stem. My 2x4 and my C-clamp. 2x4 is going to go underneath. And you want to kind of get it locked against the bottom of the rim. So if this was the bottom, it's going to sit kind of something along that lines. I don't know if this is going to work on this tire.
I got other rims back there we can try. So let's just cut right here and you'll just be wearing a different, completely different rim and act like nothing changed. Oh, we'll use this fucking lame ass bagger wheel here. Come on, baby, get out of the hole.
How the f you get the valve stem out of this one?
Oh, I got a short valve stem puller.
Alright, well we're back with a different wheel. This technique will still work on bigger tires. It's just, this is all I have at my house. Like I said, I run 150s or smaller, so it works. If you have a big tire like I think this is 160, 170, just get a bigger C-clamp or a little bit thinner piece of wood. It still works, same technique.
Get that stuff on the website, Trent?
It is on the website. You go to KruesiOriginals.com, type in Motion Pro Tire Iron Set. You get a set of 3 for 30 bucks.
Damn!
If you can find a better deal, you fucking hit me up.
Damn! Bigger. It's standard, I'm pretty sure.
Back to where we were. Again, valve stem, opposite end to where you're putting your 2x4. 2x4 goes underneath. Make sure it's sitting on the rim. Get your C-clamp. Again, you might have to kind of wiggle it around a little bit.
So easily.
So easy.
So we just put this clamp on easily.
Super easily. God damn it. That should work. God damn it, dude.
And then after we just easily put this on.
It does easily go on.
You need a
Right,
we can bolt
probably,
we need a bolt over we can bolt a rotor to it.
It is easier with because it sits flat and doesn't do this shit on you. Alright. So once you have your C-clamp to the 2x4 and you want to get this part of the C-clamp fairly close to the wheel, to the rim, don't touch the rim, and then yeah, you just kind of start cranking down. As you'll see, the tire will start compressing, and you gotta give it a pretty good amount of turns on this thing.
The forearm pump is real.
Yeah, this is good workout for when you guys are starting to learn wheelies.
Conditioning. It's not only getting your tire changed, it's throttle conditioning. And then go stand on a Bosu ball.
These things happen. These things happen. This is why.
Hell yeah.
This is why you pay the prices you do to get your tire changed.
This is what reality is when you're changing your own tire. You take poop on your own time at the end of the day. I ain't paying you to shit on the job.
As you can see, fairly compressed. It's about as much as I could put on there. And you can kind of start seeing the bead trying to go over the rim where it's supposed to pop. But she's compressed. You can see where the 2x4 is in comparison to the rim. Next, I just kind of throw a little bit of lube in there. Just kind of helps it break it a little bit. Just start pushing away at it. Sometimes you gotta step on it. There she goes.
Oh, nice.
Some tires are easier than others, but if it's not going, just try and give it a few more cranks and then step on it, push on it, whatever you can do. But having a flat surface helps a lot. Now you're just gonna take this off, flip the rim over, and do the exact same thing. Come on, bitch. Oh, I'm working real hard right now.
There she goes.
Take some muscle.
Take some muscle.
Lots of blood to your head. And then you take a 5-minute break.
Yes.
But the beads popped on both sides. And then we'll just start, usually when you have a big pulley on it, it's sticking up higher, so it's harder to get those tire levers to fully go down. So I always start with the brake rotor side. All right, now that you guys got both sides of the tire de-beaded, you're gonna grab your tire levers that you just bought from Kruesi Originals. I'm gonna start with the big one, the big black one. And like I said, I always start from the opposite end of the valve, so the valve's here. I'm gonna dig under there. You can do this technique with spoked wheels with tubes too. You have to be much more careful if you want to reuse your tube, but opposite end of the valve, use the big one first. Pull it up, grab your second one. I usually go, I don't know, whatever that distance is there.
It's about a shot and a holler.
About a shot and a holler. Sometimes you gotta let it out a little bit to get this one in here. And you just kind of start working it. And then you're gonna hold these two with one hand. Grab your next one. Dig it in the tire there until you can feel it hook. And you're gonna lift that one. The middle one is gonna become loose. Take it out, grab it again, and then go back and keep going around the tire. Middle one comes loose again, and usually by that side, about halfway, the tire will start fully coming off, and you can kind of get rid of one. And there you go, you got one side done. Usually you can kind of almost just pull the rim out without having to use anything. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you can kind of see how there's a gap there. If you just reach your hand in there,
powerhouse right there.
All right, so now that you have your old tire off, you're gonna put your new one on. I'm gonna reuse this one. This is just an example. I usually step away from the milk crate for a minute. Just use a nice dirty towel. And the trick is with this, so you're gonna put your tire down, look at which way your direction is, double check it. And then if you have that big pulley on, this you're gonna have to have it where the pulley's up. So if you have it down and you're putting it in this way, that pulley's gonna hit the ground before the tire can fully go in. So make sure your brake rotor is facing down. Use a towel so you don't scratch it up, all that stuff. Put a little bit of lube on there so it slides in nice. Then you just kind of want to go in at an angle like such. And then this tire is probably pretty easy. You can just push it right on like that. Otherwise, use your foot and just kind of jam it and it'll finally go. So you got one side on. Now you're gonna put it back on your milk crate like such. You can start one side by hand. I use my hands probably about 9 and 3, and then use my knee on the bottom end. Again, I always kind of work away from the valve stem. So I'll start with my knee, kind of get it popped over, and then just push. Every tire is a little bit different. Some are easy, some are not. Once I get it about halfway worked over, grab my big one, and then just start working it. You're gonna have to kind of work away from each tire lever, so opposite ends, and kind of hold it with your knee, whatever you can do. If you have a buddy, that helps too, because you just kind of start pulling that bead over. And it is harder when you have the brake rotor on there. They don't slide in so nice, so you have to angle them sometimes. And the big one definitely works better. You got more leverage. But just try and take small chunks. Don't try and lift a huge one, so just go a little bit at a time and it'll go. And there you go. Tires on.
Jake's breathing hard.
I'm breathing real hard. This definitely takes a lot of effort, so take your time, be patient. When I get the tire on, I usually just give it a couple flips just to get those beads where they need to be. And then you're gonna throw your valve stem back in, and then air it up. Make sure both sides of the beads pop, and always fill it up to max PSI. Let it sit for a minute, and then drop it to whatever PSI you want. Stem back in. Gordon. All right, air compressor, fill her up. Listen for both sides to pop. There's one. It might have been both of them. Let me check here.
Looks like it.
It looks like both of them went. Again, fill it up to max PSI. Make sure both of them pop. If anything looks off, just pull that valve stem out again. Let all the air out again. Just give it a couple turns. Fill it up again. If it's still not doing it, you might have to just take the tire off and try it again. But usually at 99% of the time they go. So, but that is how to change your Harley Davidson tire without a tire machine. Pretty easy to do. Just get yourself a 2x4, big C-clamp, any sort of flat surface, water, dish soap, and you're pretty much set to go. This thing would be ready to go on the bike and ready to rip. This is Kruesi Originals. Kruesi Originals on Instagram, Facebook, www.kruesioriginals.com for all your motorcycle needs, and Kruesi Originals on your model.